Okay. So I went back and changed some of my choices in order to have no companion deaths during the heist. So I figured I would show all the choices that I've made. This is after I've done all of the four simulations and I've gotten all of the information that you need. So this is right before the heist. So I'm gonna go from left to right.
Olivier asked you to keep your head down and only steal a few bullets from the NAR shipment. You thought it was a good plan, so that's what you did.
Right?
While searching Tarakan's hideout, you disarmed his traps, leaving the place vulnerable to the NAR. You considered rearming the traps, but feared they could be set off by a civilian. Because of that fear, you decided not to rearm the traps. Mikhail wanted you to help him wipe out the NAR servers. You did as he asked, but missed an opportunity to find new information about me. You saved Mikhail from poisonous gas. When you asked him, he gladly joined your team.
Got Mikhail.
Mikhail asked you to save his wounded business partner, and you managed to do it. He is now alive.
You're welcome.
Mikhail tried to trick you into shooting down an NAR helicopter. You couldn't go through with it, and Mikhail was furious. You passed Sashko's test by jumping from the window. He was impressed, and you had the chance to recruit him. He agreed. Sashko asked you to detonate some explosives with a detonator you found. He claims they'll only kill the rats, but you can't be sure where the charges actually are. What if they hurt innocents? You took a chance and used the detonator. Sashko asked you to blow up the NAR checkpoint to avenge his brother. You hesitated because you didn't want to cause any collateral damage. In the end, you didn't go through with it, and Sashko was furious. You and your team had two options for dealing with Koslov: kidnapping and interrogation, or killing him and removing the threat entirely. You made the choice to kidnap him. You decided to kidnap Koslov and created a distraction by destroying the Ferris wheel. You met with Koslov in his office and kidnapped him. You brought Koslov in for group interrogation and then decided that he didn't deserve to die. Koslov accused Olivier of treason, but you decided to keep working with him. Olivier may have his secrets, but he's always been loyal to you.
So we kept Olivier.
Koslov is searching for his nephew. You told him where to find him.
Okay. Wait. Let me take this thing. Now, back over here. Let's start from the right.
Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye or make it work for you. Your choice was to make use of the PDA upgrade. Tarakan asked you to burn all of his notes. You did as he asked, but you gave up the chance to find more information about me. Tarakan was apprehended by the NAR, and you saved him from certain death. When you asked, he was glad to join your team.
Here's when we got Terracon.
In Tarakan's hideout, you faced a choice. Either save some data from his old computer, or burn it to prevent it from falling into the NAR's hands. You decided to take a chance and saved the data. You met with Professor Semenov, your old mentor, in the Kopachi kindergarten. He tried to convince you that he's only a lesser scientist with the NAR and that he came to Kopachi to find some old documents. You had a hard time believing him. Gorgi told you where to find the plans for the power plant, but the NAR got wind of it and was lying in the wait. You surrendered to their forces.
So we got that.
You went to the NAR base and confronted Gorgi Semenov about his involvement in my kidnapping, but he tried to convince you that he's not a villain. You didn't believe him, and you took his life. You reached the supplies, but someone else got there first. You let him take the food and leave. You met Kostya. He was captured and held prisoner by the NAR. He asked you to release him immediately, and although you initially hesitated, you eventually freed him. Kostya asked you to give him food for the Samoshils so he could incapacitate Matvey and run the village differently. You felt his plan was unacceptable and refused. You successfully brought the food back, but weren't sure whether you should tell Olga about Kostya or not. You asked her to join you, and Olga agreed.
So we got Olga.
You found Galib. You released him. You read the NAR documents about their experiments and found some useful information. The Black Stalker accused you of being an NAR puppet. You denied it.
So, that was all of the choices that you could have made. And as a result, this is what I have in my companions. For your companion status, as long as they're not terrible, like I believe there's great, and this is going up from positive to negative. There's great, good, neutral, bad, and terrible. And terrible is when your companions leave, which you need them for the heist. So as long as they're bad, you're kind of like, you're like right on the border, so you just gotta be careful. But yeah, I believe for Olivier, you need to at least have him as good for the ending. To get like the, I think it's called like the perfect ending. He needs to have a good status. And yeah, he needs to be alive.
Koslov is searching for his nephew. You told him where to find him.
Kozlov needs to be alive, and
You found Galib. You released him.
Galib needs to be released so that he can go to the village in Red Forest. Yeah. You can't agree with whatever Olga's husband says, but you can't kill him. You just gotta let him go. So I mostly went back to what I did in my original playthrough, and I changed, like in my original first playthrough, I decided to ignore whatever the companions want and get the information. And then afterwards, you could just come over here and change it, or not change it. Like one of them causes like, I guess it's up to you what sort of like impact you want just for how you think Igor would decide. So,
Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye or make it work for you. Your choice was to make use of the PDA upgrade.
something like this. And
Tarakon asked you to burn all of his notes. You did as he asked, but you gave up the chance to find more information about me.
yeah. So originally I made the decision to get the information, but afterwards, now that I had the information, it was enough to go onto the board and let me do one of the 4 simulations. I got that clue, and then I came back here and I changed it. So all of these choices are basically to make sure that I have at least a bad, neutral, good, or great companion status, and make sure that Olivier has a good status. And just for fun, the main changes that I did from my first playthrough was this one.
You went to the NAR base and confronted Gorgy Semenov about his involvement in my kidnapping, but he tried to convince you that he's not a villain. You didn't believe him, and you took his life.
So I wanted to try and do it where you don't kill anybody. I was thinking that was possible, but in order to get the perfect ending, you have to kill Semenov. So this is just the only major
Go ahead
change.
and change the timeline. See what it does to your reality.
I don't care about the future. I care about the truth. But I'm going to get it out of you, one way or another.
Igor, please. Let's talk this out calmly, like men of science.
No.
What's
I
will
each you
don't do it.
Okay. I originally spared him, but yeah, you have to kill him here.
You won't hurt anyone, ever again. This ends now.
I see I was wrong about you. You're an insect just like the rest of them. Mark me, you will regret this for the rest of your life. You will never save Tatiana without my help.
Good. And that's pretty much it for the setup that I have. Aside from that, it should be good for the heist. So let's do it. So here's the board that I got. Conspiracy, Evil Lies, Black Stalker, and Woman in Red Dress. I never could find this piece of information, but as you can see, all the simulations were completed. For the heist, you got all 5 of the team members, all 5 of the tools that you needed, and the investigations, which were just the simulations. So aside from that, we're ready. Is everybody? Everybody ready? It's just my setup for how I'm gonna do it. Alright, let's start the heist.
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and Not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tachana and end NAR.
Mousy, you're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about his plans?
I have evidence that NAR was conducting Chernobylite experiments back in the 90s. Tachana and her baby were two of their subjects. With the rate at which their technology is progressing, soon, nothing will be able to stop them. We must act now.
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified him?
His name is Boris Glukov. He, Tachana, and I were close friends until he betrayed us. He helped the KGB gather evidence against Tachana, then continued to work for NAR after my accident. He experimented on himself with Chernobylite and ended up with great power. He's strong, one of the strongest, but we can beat him. Together.
Do you know what NAR is actually doing at the power plant? Why is it so important? And what does it have to do with Tatiana?
NAR wants to create a permanent wormhole to the Chernobylite world and get to its source. Tatiana's abilities are needed to support the space-time bridge. It's hard to know what happens if they succeed. But what they're doing is unbelievably risky. They could unleash something horrific on this world, or become unstoppable themselves. But we're never going to know the outcome. Because we're going to stop them.
I like the pep talk, Professor. I think you even gave me a bit of a job. But do we have the right tools for the job?
Yes, we do. We've got everything we need to infiltrate the power plant. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before. If you want to back out, this is your chance.
One organization holding this much power is against everything I believe in. And besides, this is personal for me. Count me in.
You know how I feel. The Rat King must be stopped at all costs, Mousy. I'm in.
I started out doing this for a paycheck. But I'm going to end it for my brother in arms. For Anton. Let's do this.
Whatever it takes to protect my people and drive NAR out, I'm on board.
You think I'm gonna back out now and miss the best part? Fuck no! I'm with you, Igor.
I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
I'll do it. I have no problem posing as an NAR officer. My hand is still giving me trouble, but I can deal with it.
You should take someone who can keep his cool when things go sideways, as they inevitably do. Trust me on that.
You're not seriously thinking about going without me? I'm a blast at parties. Ask anyone.
Alright, so the infiltrators are going to be Olivier.
All right, we still have one more uniform. Any takers?
And Sashka.
NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them.
I'm your man, Mousy. The great Ratcatcher has blessed me with a knack for that kind of thing. Electronics, surveillance, computers. There's no one better than me.
Wouldn't call myself a black hat, but I know enough. As long as we don't get into serious stuff, I should do fine.
So our hacker/technician is going to be Tarkan.
I need someone to cover our asses in case we end up in the shit. Someone who can take down a target from a distance, or at least create a diversion.
Firearms are my preferred method of solving problems, but I can definitely distract them.
My shooting's impaired since I injured my hand, but I can manage.
What's there to consider? I'm your gal, Igor.
And our sniper is going to be Olga.
Last but not least, a spy. I want someone to monitor NAR activities and keep us informed about their moves.
I've been watching these assholes fight the reflection for years. I know how they think. I'm your guy.
I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his house. Let me take care of it.
Finally, Mikhail will be
Does
spy.
everyone know what to do? Last chance to reconsider.
Alright, let's do this.
This is it, my love. The last stretch. You've been through so much for me. Make sure you're ready, because it will take everything you have. Your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty, everything. Good luck, my love.
This is it.
Right.
Today's the day, whatever happens. Everything sorted, guys? Can we start our prisoner escort on?
I'm ready. Though my hand still hurts like hell.
If the uniform doesn't get us in, we have one more ace up our sleeve. Their friend-enemy password. They say, we quell the storm. And we reply, and ride the thunder. Remember it. Before we enter the Lion's Den, I need to triple check everything is ready. How's my techie? Have you logged into their system?
I'm in, Mousy. What do you need me to do? Overload their systems? Bypass security? You ask and I'll do it. But don't be rash. Once we get started, it's only a matter of time before they kick me out again.
Spy check. How are my eyes and ears?
Eyes are bright and my ears are wide open. I got the plans and codes up and I could hear those boring fuckers chatter like they were sitting in my lap. No worries, Igor. With me on your side, this'll be like walking to the grocery store.
Sniper, are you in position? Have you got eyes on?
I'm all set, Igor, and I feel good. This is just like my hunting days. I could shoot the fly off your lapel.
Alright, let's do this. Yeah, we'll get some. You guys ready? Let's do this.
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Taking them out quickly is certainly an option, and with the silencer, I should be able to keep my position. It's your call, Igor.
Better use the side passage for now. You can always kill them on your way out. Don't forget that you're a prisoner, Igor. Downcast, hopeless. Use this to our advantage.
Alright. Pretend to be a prisoner. I'm not good at role-playing, but it sounds like a solid plan. Have your sniper put them down. That's what a sniper is for. It's going to be fast and efficient. Find an alternate route. We should minimize the risk. Perhaps there is an easier way in. I've already decided I'm going to be a prisoner.
Okay, showtime. This better work.
Who goes there?
Stand down, Private, and clear the way. I'm escorting this stalker to his interrogation.
Yes, sir. You can find the brass in the tent behind the gates. I assume you know the way?
Alright.
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features.
The electronics are the least of your worries. Nobody said anything about this exposed courtyard. You stand out like a signal flare at a funeral, Igor. Be extra careful.
Alright.
Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
I already found the right database. I'll upload your biometric data and you can walk right through.
I can't get a line of sight on all of them. Maybe I should target those fuel tanks on the far side of the gates. That'll keep them distracted long enough for you to slip past. But if we do that, I'll have to fall back from this position.
Those NAR security systems can be broken by someone with enough know-how. Those IT wankers probably spent their upgrade budget on Pornhub premium content. Once those gates read my biometrics, my cover will be blown. We need to convince them somehow that we're friendlies.
Alright. Overload the gates. Time for the chosen technician to work some magic. Create a diversion. Watching NAR chase their own tails never gets old is quite useful. Disregard security. I can deal with guards even if the alarm goes off. Alrighty.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
One moment. Yes. Done and done. Those gates won't be a problem, Mousy.
Time to move. With a little luck, they won't notice us.
Alley-oop.
The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Remember the charges I prepared for breaching security doors? Powerful, but quiet. Like sticking a curling iron into a pound of butter. Or maybe you want to save them for later.
Alrighty.
Keep your head down, Igor. There's a fucking sniper on the building above you.
Stop yelling! How do you know?
Picked it up on the radio. They haven't made you yet, but if you trigger the alarm, they'll come down on you like a swarm of Katyushas.
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no guarantees. You'll have to move very quickly, Mousy.
Well, you put that guy on the platform to sleep, and you can make as much noise as you want.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine.
Alright. Bypass the door electronically. I don't care about the alarm. The technician must open the lock. Kill the sniper. We can't take any chances. We have to eliminate the threat immediately. Quietly burn through the lock. Let's put these shaped charges to use, shall we? Nobody will notice. Hack the lock to yourself. Or hack the lock yourself. I'm not a techie, but it's worth a try. Survey says kill the sniper.
Alright, Olga. Do it.
Bullseye!
Run!
We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline to the reactor. From there, the way to the Ark should be easy. What the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to short-circuit the power.
Igor, the water is electrified. Don't touch it.
Well, I can't. You guys are blocking. Thank you. Alright.
I have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been listening, Mousy? I can turn off the entire sector remotely, no problem. I'll only leave the light on at your location.
I can't shoot the switchboard, can I? I would have to go there in person, which would almost certainly compromise my position. I'll be out of the game after that.
Cut the power. Let your chosen technician take care of it front. Sabotage the power. I can have the sniper wreak havoc in NAR's backyard. I'll just do it myself. I'm not a proper tech guy, but how hard could it be? Okay. Giving it back to Tarakan.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Today, the darkness is our friend, Mousy. You're completely now safe.
Thank you. Man, you guys did not skip leg. You guys did not skip leg. Alright. There. Thanks for waiting.
We're getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good.
Step very fucking lightly now, Igor. The place is swarming with those cocksuckers. NAR's beefed up security around ARC for some reason. Either they're preparing for something, or you're walking straight into a goddamn trap.
Oh, we can't have that now, can we? It's time to save.
I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade. Not unexpected.
Don't be a fool, Igor. Let me take care of it. If I can take them all down silently, they'll be dead before they know what hit them.
We have to convince NAR that we're their contractors. That's our ticket inside.
Have Sniper kill them all. We've come too far to take any chances. Try to fool the guards. Disguise may be our best option. We've prepared for this.
Let's try the prisoner escort charade. Just act bored.
Stop right there. I don't recognize you, soldier. We quell the storm?
And ride the thunder. Prisoner transport in progress, Private.
Okay, go ahead.
Damn. We need to get past these scientists.
I can help, Igor. You don't need sniper cover at this point anyway. I'll come closer and see if I can stir up some trouble and get the scientists to evacuate. Then I'll clear the area if necessary.
The Brainiacs have their own dedicated comms. I could put my fabulous acting skills to work and tell them to fuck off, but it's a two-man job.
The great rat catcher has smiled upon you today. I can help.
They're not soldiers. They won't buy our fairy tale. If we don't come up with something convincing, they'll sound the alarm the moment they see us.
Alright. Cut the power. Let's try to slip past like ghosts in the night. Agree to the spy plan. I should ask my technician for assistance. Let's go inside. We're getting closer. Time for the final leg of my journey. Alrighty.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Sounds good, Mousy. It shouldn't take long to hack the comms.
Attention! Pneumonia! Achtung! The reactor's about to explode! Run for your lives, everyone!
What kind of nonsense is this? The reactor cannot
Fuck it, Anatoly. A break is a break.
gaslight our way to victory.
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
Alrighty, this is where I originally got stuck on.
What the hell is this? Was it here before? Looks like some sci-fi fucking movie prop.
The door is trapped. Touch it, and I'll spend my last moments on Earth convulsing on the dirty floor. This door wasn't supposed to be here.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting. I can feel it.
The main generator's in sight. If I sabotage it, you'll have a few moments before the backup comes online.
Wait, Igor, remember the map you borrowed from that fucker Semenov? It shows another way in. Guess it was worth it in the end, huh?
Sashko's explosives might come in handy now.
Alrighty. Cut the power. I'm sure disabling the power is our best bet in this situation. Use alternate passage. I knew this map would come in handy at some stage. Blow up the doors yourself. Fortunately, I know how to use explosives. I think I can knock down the doors without anyone's help. Open the doors yourself. It looks almost too easy, but here comes nothing. Going, and we're using an alternate passage.
Your plan sounds reasonable, Mikhail. Do it.
The doors are behind you, Igor. Cut through the crap on the other side, and you'll find a nice, fat ventilation duct. Climb up in there, and it'll take you straight to the Ark.
Alrighty. How'd you guys already get in there? That was probably a bit too fast. It's literally just this area right here. This spot. First door on your right. Right into crawl. Go. Aw, thanks for waiting, guys. You truly are a team.
Are you seeing those creatures? I hope the bars hold.
Boy. Okay. So past here, alright, so this is the area I got stuck on. Past here, I haven't gotten past this part. So, I'm just gonna wing it. Oh, but where I was pointing to, if you didn't kill Gorky, Simonov, you would have been right there behind that glass, and you can't open that door. And one of your companions would have died. Thankfully, I have the power of time travel.
I might be able to open the gate from this panel, but there's a chance I'll release the things in those cages as well.
Do you still have some of my explosives? Would really come in handy about now.
So this is the heart of darkness. Just as menacing as I imagined it to be. I will gladly burn it all to the ground. The NAR will track me down afterwards, but I don't care. I have reached my destination, Igor.
This place is one big fucking trap and totally off grid. The only way to open it from where you are is to crash the whole system. Unless you have some explosives. The Ark is just outside.
Luckily, I still have some of Sashko's explosives. I can put them to good use here.
Alrighty. Hack your way out. My technician can definitely do it. blast your way through. I can't believe I'm doing it, but here goes everything. Open the gate. Well, I can do it myself. How hard can it be? Alrighty.
All right. We're taking this gate down.
Alrighty. Sorry, I keep saving. Want to be very careful.
You heard the man. Move! The priority is to protect the lab!
Damn! Looks like we'll have to fight our way out.
Okay. So I assume this is the next scene.
These guys are the last thing standing between me and Tatiana. I can't back down now. I'll fight my way in if I have to.
I've got an idea, Igor. I know a way to turn this around. There's still some charges left. I can sneak past the soldiers and detonate the main gasoline tank. Trust me, I'm not in that much of a hurry to die, but I don't see any other choice.
Oh no, this sucks big time balls. I wish we had someone inside who could get those assholes to look the other way.
Attention all units.
What the?
This is General Kozlov speaking. All troops stand down and evacuate the building immediately. That is a direct order.
Kozlov? He was silent for so long. I thought he was dead. Don't keep the general waiting. Outside, now.
Hi, Igor. Gleb says hello. And also goodbye.
Kozlov?
Wow,
My
so
nephew
that
told me
was
what you did for him. He asked me to return the favor. I've always had a soft spot for that boy, so... This is your lucky day. Me and Gleb are leaving this place for good. We're going to disappear where NAR can't ever find us. I would advise you to do the same, but I know you won't listen. Good luck, Igor. May you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Thanks. And good luck to you both.
Alrighty, so this is the reason why we had to do all that specific stuff for Kozlov. Let's keep going.
Everyone, wait here and watch the perimeter. I have to do this alone.
Okay. So we are at another stop. This is another free mode. Let's see. Just go.
Tatiana! Finally!
Oh, there she is.
Professor, I knew she was...
Igor, my love. My child.
It's been so very long. But it's finally you. It has to be you.
Oh, one moment. I wanted to hear all the dialogue. I didn't mean to ruin the moment. All right.
Tatiana! Finally!
Well, well, Professor. I knew she was real.
Pretty hot for 60 years old. Damn.
All that for 2 lines. Oh well.
Igor, my love. My child.
It's been so very long. But it's finally you. It has to be you.
You know it in your heart, my love. I've been calling out to you for all these years, and you answered.
But how?
You shouldn't be here. It's a mistake. You'll only bring great misery on us all. My poor little boy. All of us together, finally. Release me, my love. Free me.
What did you call me? I don't understand. What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us. We're a mistake. An abomination. Close the portal. Destroy the connection.
What connection?
The connection is the strongest force in the universe. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be completed. It is our destiny. Go to the reactor. Find it, my love. It is waiting for you.
Find what?
No more waiting. Please, can't you just let me die? I can't take any more.
Tanya?
Go. Die. Fade. Portal.
What?
Tatiana, are you still there?
Boris, help. Die. Igor.
I don't understand. Oh, fuck.
Reactor. Chernobylite.
What do I do? Oh, fuck, I need to figure this out.
Hi, Igor. Happy to see me.
You son
Olivier?
of a bitch.
What are you doing?
Do you really need to ask? Did you think I was an idiot right from the beginning?
Put the gun down. Whatever it is, we can work it out.
You are such an asshole. I've been helping you all this time. I made sacrifices. I lost my best friend just to help you find this dear old lady of yours.
Olivier, please.
Not once, not fucking once did you offer to help me. It was always about you. Semenov was right after all, every word.
Semenov? What's he got to do with... Wait.
Yes, I was working for Semenov. He hired me to keep tabs on you. It went pretty well until your black masked buddy went off-piste and killed Anton.
But Semenov? Why would you work for that lunatic? What could he possibly offer?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a chance to change what cannot be changed? To go back in time and save my squad?
But that's crazy.
Crazy, sure. Is it any crazier than going for an interdimensional walk in a tunnel through space-time?
I'm not saying it's impossible, but...
But helping me was never on your agenda, was it? I should have seen it sooner. Besides, you're not the only one experiencing strange fucking things, you know. I keep having these dreams where I die. I wake up and I live again. I see our friends being killed because of your screw-ups. Then it's a new day and everything's normal again. It's motherfucking Groundhog Day in hell. What do you have to say to that?
I don't know what to tell you. You're right. I just never thought anyone else would see it. I thought it was only me.
Sure. Semenov isn't the one with the Messiah complex. You are. But today the Messiah descends from the clouds and helps his companions, right?
Like I said, it's not impossible. But this is neither the time nor the place.
Not good enough, Igor. I'm serious.
I'm serious too. We don't know what's behind that door. Semenov wanted me here for a reason, and it wasn't to destroy Chernobylite. So I promise you, once we see this through, I'll do everything in my power to help.
Say it. To save my team.
To save your team.
Okay. That's good enough for me. I'm glad we understand each other.
All right, I'll be back. Keep an eye on Tanya.
Sure. I just hope you don't screw things up and get us all killed. Again. I'm tired of this carousel of madness.
All right. Let's go. Assume I go. Yeah. Be a good idea to save here. Alright.
You took your time, Igor.
just need
Cut
to
the
say...
crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting, I want to ask you a question first.
Fine. Just make it quick.
What do you really hope to achieve, Igor?
State the obvious. Everything I did for Tatiana. Declare that Chernobylite needs to be destroyed. This thing is obviously too dangerous to remain in human hands. Tell him you're trying to stay alive. I need to remain in one piece before I can even think about making any decisions. Okay, so what do I actually want to say? Well, yeah, mainly motivated, I think, Boris, or what Igor would actually say is everything that he did in this game was for Tatiana.
Isn't that obvious? I want to save Tatiana.
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. Chernobylite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who I am?
Boris. Reveal you know his name. Time to drop the mask, Boris. Speculate you're the same person. Not sure if classical time travel... not sure if the classical time travel paradox theory would still apply to multiple dimensions, but it would explain why he couldn't kill you. Tell him you don't give a shit. I don't know and I don't care. For all I know, it's just some freak standing between me and Tatiana. I know you're Boris.
I sure do, Boris. You were my closest friend until you decided to betray me. To take Tatiana from me.
Boris is dead. I killed him on that fateful night, April 26, 1986, and took his identity. Good riddance. He was a treacherous piece of shit.
You took his? Why?
The more important question, the question you somehow failed to ask yourself all this time is, who are you? Because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your mother.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time we met at the power plant.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, everything you remember, none of it is yours. You're living someone else's life. My life.
What?
You are my clone, sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly, my memories from before the Chernobyl disaster.
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duka fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of Semenov's lies. He needed me to stay on the project and study Chernobylite, so he injected Tanya with the nano solution. What happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate conception. She gave birth to a boy, you. You grew much more quickly than other kids, but your mind didn't seem to follow. It was different somehow. The Chernobylite no doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered you my son. It scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside. Until one night, Tanya, your mother, communicated with me telepathically, even though her body was in a coma. She pleaded with me to release you into the woods, and that's what I did.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible! I don't remember any of this.
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager and had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana knitted for me. The night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned and...
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Why in my image? I can only guess. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations of a child. Funny, how I called it pseudoscience. I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the Chernobylite.
But she's been calling me this whole time. She wanted me here.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called you here, but it.
Chernobylite? But the images, the voices.
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your biggest weakness, and the entity exploited that. It wanted you here. It has plans for you, you see, and I cannot allow it to succeed.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of Chernobylite. Those weren't hallucinations. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when you vanished. Not that it matters now. I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. I can't allow you to interact with the entity in any way. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son.
Aww.
Igor. I wish there was another way.
No. Wow, okay, I had to pause that because that was just a lot to take in. Man. I don't know. I don't want to call it a cliche. I definitely didn't... Like, when I was in the room and she was like, saying son and all that stuff, I was kind of thinking that might be a possibility. But, like, you know, hearing him, like, confirm and all that stuff, I don't know, it just kind of gave me chills. But, I don't know, I think the game and everything like that, they portrayed this scene very well. That's just all I wanted to say. That, and I wanted to say. But, props to the writing staff. Alright. Enough complimenting. Let's do this. Okay. Wait, why can't I turn? Okay. For some reason I couldn't turn. Nope! Alright, guess I'm gonna use all my pistol ammo. Alright, we're... Wait, what? Oh! Mother!
This gives me no pleasure, but it has to be done.
No, it doesn't.
I won't let you hurt her.
I'm not gonna hurt her. If anything, she's my mother. No!
You're making this too easy, son.
By any chance, can I use this and figure out which one is real? This.
I wish there was another way.
Alrighty, let me try using the molecular plasma thrower.
To save Tanya. Only I am.
Okay. And this radiation. Alright.
Come on! Show me the new and improved Igor Kimina! Think you're better than me?
No. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Wait, where can I move past this? Where do I go here? No. No. I don't want to... I can't.
I don't need a force field to defeat you.
Whoa.
I told you to watch Tanya! How on earth did you get in here?
Focus, Igor! Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
What? Where? When?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Wait!
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
Thank you. Okay.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now!
Alright. Where do I go? Like, I need to go or something, or dying.
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son.
Oh my god.
You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
Wow. Alright. I'm just gonna use my normal voice at this point. You can either destroy the portal or travel through the portal. I've been so selfish. I can't let Tatiana suffer any longer. I'll descend to hell if that's what it takes to save Tatiana. Alright. That was our goal from the beginning, saving Tatiana.
A single shot of adrenaline would have saved my ass. Why didn't you give it to me, you cheap fuck?
Oh, is this all our past failures?
My life was in your hands, and you let me die!
We were partners, old-timer. I always had your back. Why didn't you have mine?
Taking care of us was your job. You let me die. You failed.
These are from all the realities where I messed up.
The eulogy you gave at my funeral was awful. Pure drivel. How can you sleep at night, Mousy?
I trusted you. You were supposed to save us all.
This, oh, I thought that was like something highlighted. Okay.
You killed Kostia, you motherfucker. My Kostia.
Why? Why did you betray me, Mousy?
What's more messed up is it makes it accurate because you can go back in time and do all these messed up
Everything
things.
I've done for you, you chose NAR? Burn in hell, you backstabbing little freak!
Executing an unarmed prisoner like a common thug. I expected more from you, Professor Kaminyuk.
This isn't possible. These things can't all have happened. I fixed them. At least some of them.
You are wrong. Did you think meddling with space-time wouldn't have consequences? All of this, every bit of it, happened.
But how? I was going back through the wormholes. I was fixing everything.
Oh my
There is no time travel the way your friend Olivier understands it. You can never change what's already occurred because every change creates its own space-time continuum.
And time only moves in one direction. Entropy.
Every time you make or unmake a decision, you twist an entire dimension. It's because you are a part of me, made from the same multi-dimensional stuff.
But I just wanted to save Tatiana.
Yes, your mother. And along the way, you destroyed countless lives across dozens of dimensions. All because of animal body chemistry, because of the human need to connect with your progenitor. So here I am. I am your real mother.
What? The Chernobylite is my mother.
are you? Chernobylite?
I am God.
Bullshit. There is no God.
Wow.
But it's a matter of perspective. To a spider under your boot, you surely are a god. Isn't that so, Igor?
Don't. Call me that. I'm not... Ah, fuck.
Having a bit of an identity crisis? As a poet once said, the child is the father of the man. The fear that clouds your mind is what makes your situation irreconcilable.
Fear? No. I'm not afraid of...
The fear of discovering there is nothing at the core of your persona but pure chaos. You simultaneously are and are not you. But don't worry, I am about to reveal the truth. After that, it won't matter anymore.
What do you want from me?
Have you ever wondered why, despite your technological sophistication, people so insistently pursue self-destruction? Why destroy your own ecosystem? Why you cannot help but slaughter each other and every other species? Why, over and over again, you sacrifice your own future for short-term gain?
If you're thinking to catch me off guard with your freshman philosophy insights, you've got another thing coming. People are, for the most part, selfish assholes. I don't need an alien entity to tell me this. So what's next? Are you going to propose some kind of new world order to save us all? Am I to be your prophet and help you usher in a comic book utopia?
I never expected you to be so nihilistic, but I suppose it isn't surprising. No, a new world order isn't enough to save you from yourselves. You are fundamentally flawed.
Is that right? And why is that?
Again, it's the fear. Fear of your own existence. Fear of anything strange or other. Fear about the future. I can take it all away. I can help you as I've helped many other civilizations before.
How?
Your kind can only live in the moment. The future is terrifying to you. It makes you do silly, destructive things. Surely you can see that now. Become my vessel, and I will purify them of fear and weakness. I will remake mankind in my image, burn away the dross in a firestorm the world has never seen. I must reduce everything to ashes so they can be reborn.
That is some insane biblical shit.
You're scared this will make you feel less special, less of a hero? This is what being a hero is all about. You went on a quest to heal the world, to find a cure. I am the cure. We can banter words for as long as you want. I have plenty of time. But the result is inevitable. You and I are already connected at the core. You cannot exist without me. Struggling against me will only tire you. It will not in the slightest change the outcome. You're like a fish, endlessly swimming the circumference of a wash basin. You want to jump out, but without me, you simply can't. All your science cannot help you. It's time to set aside this futile struggle. Help yourself and the world. Embrace me.
Wow. Okay. Commune with Chernobylite. This is my only chance to rescue Tatiana, to help humanity. Reject Chernobylite. If I have to sacrifice myself to save humanity and Tatiana from this thing, so be it. Well, I know I want to choose this one, and I'm pretty sure this is what Igor would choose. Alright.
I see you have it all figured out, my love. But it's not going to happen. I refuse to take part. If mankind wants to destroy itself, let it. For all I know, extinction is a better fate than becoming part of whatever you are.
You are defiant, like her. But as I said, we can do this forever. For eternity. I can have you wake back up at your base again and again. In the end, you will always return to me. It is a circle.
A circle? Of course.
Oh, don't get distracted with your theories now. You have no choice. We belong together.
I almost fell for it. But something betrayed you. You omitted one detail, a detail that makes you vulnerable. Me. I'm your only hope, and this also makes me your biggest weakness.
You cannot exist without me. I made you. Everything you are is because of me.
True, but you also cannot exist in this plane without me. You're no god. You're just a fucking parasite. A freeloader looking for a new host, hoping to get a foothold in a new environment. Tanya, my mom, is no longer a viable option for you. You can't use her anymore. Who knows? Perhaps you never needed her in the first place. And all this was a ruse to bring me back to you.
You don't even know what you are. You have no identity. You don't exist without me. Now obey.
Identity. Yes. Perhaps I'm Igor. Perhaps I'm Igor's son. Perhaps I'm both. Maybe I'm just a faulty copy of a dead physicist. But it doesn't matter. I make my own choices. And that brings us neatly to my conclusion. As a scientist, I must test this theory before I can confirm or deny it. So watch closely, my love. This is my final experiment. It's time to break the circle and destroy the parasite by denying it a host.
No! 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 The protagonist never returned from the power plant. The Chernobylite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause. Now they're working together for the good of the sandwich shells, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own history and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. Igor's example convinced him to abandon his plan and accept his flawed past. That tragedy, after all, made him the man he was. With time, he made his peace and, in the end, was grateful to be part of something bigger than himself. Once the events in the zone were finished, he sought out Anton's fiancée and took care of both her and her daughter. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home. Sashko had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tatiana was what kept him going until the finish line. After the events in the zone, Sashko decided to go back to Moscow and face the hard truth about his parents' death. Eventually, he would return to Pripyat, which became his second home. Tarakan's fight against the Rat King has reached an end. Having barely survived the zone, he realized his time was up. Now, someone else must carry the torch and defeat the evil lurking in the power plant. But Tarakan wasn't worried. After all, he had prepared Igor and others well. Tarakan's true identity was never discovered. Was he a madman, a saint, a spy? Perhaps he was all of these, or perhaps none of them. But one thing is certain. The old man was a true child of Pripyat. His restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. When all was said and done, Olga's thoughts went to her mother and the Samoshils. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed. As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment. Life is unpredictable that way. Olga decided to continue serving as the huntress and ranger of Pripyat's forests, striking fear into the hearts of anyone who wished harm upon her people. Like so many before him, General Koslov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. It was only thanks to his nephew Galib and Igor that Koslov found a serendipitous moment that placed his life on a new trajectory. He realized that some victories come at too great a cost. Koslov left NAR at just the right time and lived out his days in quiet contemplation, somewhere far beyond their nefarious grasp. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses eventually got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. In the end, everything he thought he had achieved disintegrated into nothing. He died, and NAR dissolved, most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding.
Gotta say, this was quite an experience. suppose I can wait to see if they have an after credit scene. I guess I could continue. What that means. Back here.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now.
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
All right. So we can travel one last time.
A single shot of adrenaline would have saved my ass. Why didn't you
My
give it
life
to me,
was
you
in your
cheap
hands,
fuck?
and you let me die.
Old timer. I always had your
Taking
back.
care of us
Why
was
didn't
your
you
job.
have mine?
You let me die.
The
you
unity
failed.
you gave at my funeral was awful.
I trusted you. You were supposed to save us all.
Sleep at night, man.
You killed Kostia, you motherfucker. My Kostia.
Why? Why did you betray me, Mousy?
After everything I've done for you, you chose
Keeping an unarmed prisoner like
This isn't
you
possible.
backstabbing little
Expected
freak.
These things
you,
can't
Professor
all have
Chameleon.
happened. I fixed them. At least some of them.
You're wrong. Did you think meddling with space-time wouldn't have consequences? All of this, every bit of it, happened.
But how? I was going back through the wormholes. I was fixing everything.
There is no time travel the way your friend Olivier understands it. You can never change what's already occurred because every change creates its own space-time continuum.
And time only moves in one direction. Entropy.
Every time you make or unmake a decision, you twist an entire dimension. It's because you are a part of me, made from the same multidimensional stuff.
But I just wanted to save Tatiana.
Yes, your mother. And along the way, you destroyed countless lives across dozens of dimensions. All because of animal body chemistry, because of the human need to connect with your progenitor. So here I am. I am your real mother.
What are you?
I
Bull. Don't
have the
fit.
what?
If people them
I know but this you all it's
All right. Let's see. So, chose to reject the Chernobylite. Chernobylite.
I see. Maybe it's time humanity gets another chance at being its best self.
no one will ever know the protagonist's ultimate fate. When he disappeared, a wave of monsters poured into our world through the interdimensional gate, turning Pripyat into a permanent war zone. The inhabitants of the zone gathered everyone who could fight and resist them as best they can. They will never abandon the zone, for it has become their home. They still hope Igor will return one day and help them in their struggle. The Chernobylite meanwhile spreads farther into the zone, and the fight grows more desperate with every passing day. Olivier never had the chance to change his own history and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. Igor's example convinced him to abandon his plan and accept his flawed past. That tragedy, after all, made him the man he was. With time, he made his peace, and in the end, was grateful to be part of something bigger than himself. Once the events in the zone were finished, he sought out Anton's fiancée and took care of both her and her daughter. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home. Sashko had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tatiana was what kept him going until the finish line.
So they all stay the same.
After the events in the zone, Sashko decided to go back to Moscow and face the hard truth about his parents' death. Eventually, he would return to Pripyat, which became his second home.
It stays the same, yeah.
Tarakan's fight against the Rat King has reached an end. Having barely survived the zone, he realized his time was up. Now, someone else must carry the torch and defeat the evil lurking in the power plant. But Tarakan wasn't worried. After all, he had prepared Igor and others well. Tarakan's true identity was never discovered. Was he a madman, a saint, a spy? Perhaps he was all of these, or perhaps none of them. But one thing is certain. The old man was a true child of Pripyat. His restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. When all was said and done, Olga's thoughts went to her mother and the Samoshils. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed. As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment. Life is unpredictable that way. Olga decided to continue serving as the huntress and ranger of Pripyat's forests, striking fear into the hearts of anyone who wished harm upon her people. Like so many before him, General Koslov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. It was only thanks to his nephew Galib and Igor that Koslov found a serendipitous moment that placed his life on a new trajectory. He realized that some victories come at too great a cost. Koslov left NAR at just the right time and lived out his days in quiet contemplation, somewhere far beyond their nefarious grasp. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses eventually got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. In the end, everything he thought he had achieved disintegrated into nothing. He died, and NAR dissolved, most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding.
Well, at least I know there's nothing after.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connections. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now!
Man, it's already gone.
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
All right. It's so selfish. I can't let Tatiana suffer any longer. It's time to destroy the portal.
It's time to end this once and for all. If anyone can hear me, run as far from here as you can. Everyone, run like hell.
Oh, that also includes me. Uh-oh. Gotta run. Where's the exit? Oh, no, those are boxes. There we go. Gotta get out. I can't go back to see her. This way.
Thank you for showing me the way. I won't waste this, I promise. Goodbye. You can rest now.
The protagonist never explained to his comrades exactly what happened at the power plant, but he came out changed. The Chernobylite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause.
Oh, so it's similar to the...
Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own history and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. Igor's example convinced him to abandon his plan and accept his flawed past. That tragedy, after all, made him the man he was. With time, he made his peace, and in the end, was grateful to be part of something bigger than himself.
Well, at least I know how all these end then.
Once the events in the zone were finished, Sasha liked his after having now, but when she as a trouble like Olga like war it was he was and in reality
Well, the guy outside
he died. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding.
That's the last line. Right. I gotta say, I really enjoyed this experience of the game. Kind of curious to see how playing this entire game again in the Russian dub, how different it would feel. But let's see extras. Oh. Oh well. There's credits, options, free play. All perks, all weapons, all events, select weather, level. Huh. Yeah, that was the game. I really did not know what to do or what to expect. But I gotta say, if it's if I enjoyed this game or not, or if it was worth the time, I'd say yeah. I definitely think story and all that stuff. Even at the ending, some games have a twist ending, and then it's if you know that, it prevents you from replaying it. I could see replaying this game again, just for fun, and to just experience the Russian dub of this. But aside from that, yeah. Yeah, they don't really have much for post-game content, so I can just say thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.